Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing another StarCraft 2 game, and this time between it is a 2 versus 2 between NightEnD on this side and I believe, hang on, these are the teams, right? QnateksYz, whatever, QnateksYz. Versus AcerBly or AcerBly and AcerNerchio. So yeah, these are the teams. It is left versus right, and it is as you can see, PZvsZP versus PZvsZP. So interesting, definitely interesting that everyone always chooses a Protoss in their team. But I guess the Stalkers are just so good that yeah, they warrant a choice every time. So we see the overlords passing each other. This overlord will probably go to this base now because he knows that the Zerg is here. Although it may not even matter because the Zerg obviously doesn't get that many air units early on, or well, units capable of attacking air. And we have a little bit of lag going on here. It should resolve itself pretty soon. So we're going to build some gateways and well, just build some drones on this end, get an extractor, maybe even fast expand. It all depends on what the enemy is doing, of course. The spawning pool is coming up for this guy, and this guy is also building a spawning pool. Okay, so no crazy fast expands here, which is of course super risky in 2 versus 2 because you have well, only very limited resources to defend then, and you have to defend 2 bases then with 1 guy. That's the basic thing. I don't know what the clicks are about. Yeah, there's a really annoying thing in the sound. Something in the sound is not quite correct, so I hope that doesn't really translate into the final file. If it does, I'll try to get it out, but it's it means that there will be no audio then, or very limited audio. But yeah, there's kind of a disturbance in the force. I don't know. Something. Anyway, cybernetic score coming up. Cybernetic score coming up over here as well. And as you can see, Queen's coming up. Metabolic boost, so the speed boost for Zerglings coming up. And our overlord here, scouting a little bit. It does see that there's nothing going on yet, or did see. Nothing special at least. And it is kind of holding this this position to see what's, or whether there's expansion going down over there. But yeah, for now it's just grouping up of armies. And Zerglings coming in. Did he see them? Yes, he did see them. So it's 6 versus 2. And that is not going to be a fair fight, but it all depends on who gets their speed first. And I think it's about equal, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, obviously you're not going to chase them all the way down because there are other units on their way, just like they have units on their way. And yeah, well, it's just a grouping up of units, as I said. So can I make these team colors? Yeah, that would be so much more helpful. So yeah, now we can see who is or which army is which, and yeah, let's see here. So we have pretty much the same amount of Zerglings, and yeah, the same amount of Stalkers, Zealots, Probes. Yeah, one difference in the one extra drone for the red team, but that is not going to make the difference, I believe. And wow, aggressive pylon placement. I'm going to switch off the units, by the way, or the production tab once it becomes too full. So for now it's still okay. So we have our first engagement here, and the red Zerglings are going to get owned here. Yeah, they can't get out anymore, so only 4 Stalkers left against what's this, 6 Stalkers and some Zealots, some Banelings. Yeah, really an early disadvantage for the red team. They are going to regroup, get some Banelings out there to destroy the Zerglings if they come in, because the Zerglings are really good against those Stalkers. But yeah, well, the Zealots and Banelings are good against the Zerglings. So it's kind of a, well, positioning war. It all depends on, well, who is where. And yeah, here you can see that. Lots of sniping going off. The Banelings get taken out, but I think they did their damage. And yes, they did do their damage. And as you can see, well, everyone here is, well, below full health. The Zerglings are going to come in. The Zerglings are going to kill the Stalkers here, or at least delay them long enough for the blue Stalkers to come up. And it is really going to end right here. The red Stalkers, yeah, there are just less red Stalkers than green Stalkers, and that just was enough. So even though he had some Zerglings out, it wasn't good enough. So let's watch that first fight again. That was somewhere around here. And yeah, let's see if yeah, why he lost that first fight. Maybe there just wasn't enough crap on one side. But as I said, they were pretty much equal. And still the fight wasn't equal at all. So yeah, just going to lose his first Stalker here. And although he did pick off 2 Banelings with that. But yeah, I guess here he's just a little bit too much all over the place. Trying to take down the Zerglings and getting one of his Stalkers sniped. And the Stalkers are of course way more valuable than the Zerglings or Banelings. And yeah, that was just it. So I don't really know what happened. I guess there was just, yeah, well, a little bit better control on the blue team. Anyway, the blue team wins. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you for game 2.